Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer.
Trying to see what my outfits
little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it.
19054.
Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rocking black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me throw myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip.
Because I do facts.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I need the best, brother.
She don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna kill it with
I need the red zone.
6 months saying I ain't down twice. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that shit. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. Talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the, you know what you tryna do. Cause I'm open to it. I know that you listen, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 15-yard line.
There's definitely one or two.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So that price is locked in. It's not going to go up.
Wilson
right?
leaves this one with Penny. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Okay, so you do me
That's
a
a
big
good play
favor,
by the
brother.
guys
I'm
on the
so
defensive
sorry.
side of the
I wanna
ball,
do it,
held him to
but
a
I
gain
can't
of
do
2,
it right now,
and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling
Anyway, you
plays.
can call me back
2nd
in
and
like
8,
maybe
now
45
he's got to
minutes,
probably
and
think
we'll
about
get
going
it
to the
done.
air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That's a plan, brother.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Myers on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Wentz going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
49-yard.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackled him for a loss.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Gain of 5.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 35 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And that will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Jalen Rager.
There's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Seahawks 9, Eagles 0.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Rashad Penny.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
11 yards there, 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
47-yard
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 41. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Penny. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete here.
Wilson on the keeper.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he was hit as He threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The 25-yard line.
The reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go.
Here's Penny on the counter, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Penny, a first down carry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Javon Hargrave.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Go.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now Wentz on third down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Miles Sanders.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Hightower. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Wentz going to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Miles Sanders.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
throwing his Wentz. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
48-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
With the give to
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
at the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. I got one.
Now it's Penny. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds Dorsey. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's high. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll turn to Sanders. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Matt Bosher is set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with time running out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Wins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
Going up, a champ with the crown.